guys? Today I'm going to teach you how to play Crazy Little Thing Called Love, one of my favorites. This is a great acoustic classic, and this is going to rock the party for sure. Good news, there's only about more or less 3 different sections, so it's not too bad. The bad news is there's some bar chords, so make sure you're brushed up on your bar chords and you're feeling strong in your hands. I am going to go ahead and teach you some of the advanced little things, little walk downs and stuff like that as well. Feel free to leave those out, of course. I'll give you some easier kind of options. If you're having any trouble, please become a Patreon member and you can get the access to this song and all the details just below in the description. So let's zoom in. I'll show you how to play Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Okay, to start, we're going to get into the intro. So the intro is actually pretty simple. The overall strum pattern for the entire song, including the intro, is going to be down, up, down, up, down, up. Make sure you've got that, and it's going to be moving pretty fast. And I got a little bit of a kick on that and of beat 2, that down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we're going to create a little swing with that. Get comfortable with that. We're going to go ahead and now kick it off with the intro. The intro I'm going to demonstrate and I'm going to show it to you. So what I did is I did that rhythm, but I did a D as my foundation, my kind of overall bass chord here. And then I snuck in my pinky here on the 3rd fret high E string. That gives me a D suspended 4. That D sus4 is going to be always on beat 2 or the 2nd down strum. So down, up, down, up, down, up. And just there. And you're going to do that entire thing 4 times. I'm sorry, I want to get more swing though. Right? He sits that. Alright, intro's done. Let's do the verse. So the verse is essentially the same thing. You can do 2 Ds, a G. Let me demonstrate first. Okay, let's unpack what I just did there. So I did 2 measures of D, and you can still pepper in those sus4s. You will actually hear Freddie doing that. And then he goes to a measure of G, C, C, G, G. And that C, I'll give it a little stomp there, some staccato. Bum, 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 right? If that's too much for you to reach over for that C, you can always do a C at 9. You go, right? Something like this. So that does make life easier. It's a little less awesome in my opinion. I think it is a full C, but it still works in a bind. So D twice, G once, C, C, G, G. That whole circuit runs twice, and then you get to your 3rd line of your verse, and that goes like this. It's basically D, B flat, C, D. So what I'm doing there is 1 measure of D, then a half measure of B flat. Okay, and that's my bar chord. I know that one is like one of the worst bar chords. Cool little secret here is you can always play a B flat power chord, A string 1st fret, and then D string 3rd fret. It requires you to mute, so you can throw in your pinky as well here on the G string 3rd fret. That might make your life a little easier, but I do want you to try to go for the full bar chord, B flat. So down, up, to C, down, up, and then I'm going to do a D for a full measure. And then add 1 little extra strum with a stop on it. Now, I know I'm doing a C here. You can do a C here. It could be this. That's totally your option. I tend to kind of like this little slide, but it can be a C like this or a C like this. It's the same shape, so it's kind of up to you. All right, and that's your verse. So that verse will repeat, and then it goes into the chorus. Let's get into our chorus. I'm going to demonstrate it for you, and then we're going to break it down. that chorus, you're like, dang, there's a lot going on. So we have, for the first half, essentially, there's 2 measures of G, 4 stomps on a C, and then 1 measure of G. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not too bad, right? Again, you can use the C add 9 in place of that C if you'd like. After that is a B flat. I know, more bar chords times 2. And then we're gonna stomp 2 E's, stomp 2 A's, and then stomp 1 F. And you can do that however you want. You can do this F, or this F. Doesn't matter to me. And then this little guy. So it's going to be 5th fret A, 4th fret A, 3rd fret A, and then it's going to be same thing on the E string. 5, 4, 3, so. And notice how I'm kind of stopping on that 3rd fret. Bum, 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 bum. Right? That's really key to get the vibe. So far, B flat twice. E, E, A, F. 2, 3, 4. Bum, 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 bum. And then E, 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 A. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So 6 E's. Stomp them hard. If you want to get really cool and tight, you can do that all staccato. You can go like and play kind of more of a power chord version, or just really get your right hand in on this. And that's not going to be easy, but it's kind of a cool effect. Doesn't matter, but choke that thing off because it's going to help to create the effect. If not, it just sounds like this, which is fine. It works, but it's not as cool as. And there's this cool little bass line that happens there off of that A, right? And I'm going to show it to you. Alright, so that little riff coming off of that A is this. I'm going to demonstrate just a tail end that will bring you back to your verse. Then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can isolate. Isn't that cool? And so I'm doing 2nd fret G twice. I'm sorry. And I'm doing an open G. And then F sharp. And then E. And then I'm on D. So that's 2nd fret on the G. Open G. 4th fret D. 2nd fret D. D major chord. And that flows you perfectly. That's a lot. But it's just a fun little extra credit. Try it out. And it's going to sound amazing if you pull it off. After our 3rd verse, there is a solo bridge part, and that part is distinctly different, so I will play it even though there's no vocal. There's just kind of a nice little thing to add in. It's B flat twice. Let me demonstrate it. Right, so it's kind of a callback to that chorus in that 2nd bit, but it's basically B flat twice to D twice, back to B flat twice, and then what we did for our chorus, E, E, A, F, and then walk it down, and we're back to E, 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 A, G. And that's where the claps come in, right? So that's where there's an a cappella verse. It's a lot of fun. Another verse that comes in, it comes right back in with a normal verse, and then you've got that final verse does a cool little thing here where it's essentially the same thing as before, but with this little extra spin of B flat, C to D. This is really cool. So instead of just going like this on that chorus, or I'm sorry, on that final verse, instead of doing this, you're actually going to add that B flat and C and D, just kind of put it on repeat. How many times you want it? I do it 4 times. I'll go. And that's it.